Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today, our lesson is going to focus on retelling the text Dr. Seuss using our words and our speech for first grade journeys, lesson 9. And again, our anchor text is Dr. Seuss. And for this lesson, we're going to turn and talk. That means I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to think about your answer. Then you're going to pair up with a partner at home, or you can be my virtual partner. And then you're going to share your answer in a complete sentence or sentences. Dr. Seuss is nonfiction. Nonfiction books teach us information and facts. Nonfiction is real. It has text features like photographs. Real topics might be holidays, animals, and sports. We know that the text Dr. Seuss is nonfiction, but what is the genre or the type of nonfiction text? So what is the genre of Dr. Seuss? Dr. Seuss belongs to the genre category of biographies. Biographies are nonfiction text. They tell about a person's life, like Dr. Seuss. And it is written by someone other than the person it is about. It's written by someone else. So let's review our vocabulary, because when we retell the facts about Dr. Seuss, we might use some of these vocabulary words. Number 1, write. To draw letters and make them into words and sentences, to scribe. Number 2, read. To look at letters and words and understand what they mean. Understand the writing. Number 3, pictures, drawings or photographs. Number 4, draw. To make a picture with pencils, pens, crayons, or markers. Number 5, was. Was is a form of be. It means to be something in a time before now, in the past. Number 6, after. Following an event, after. Number 7, hit. Something that is a hit is liked or loved by many people. Number 8, rhymes. Words that have the same middle and ending sounds. Number 9, amusement. If you do something for amusement, you do it for fun. And number 10, imaginative. It comes from the word imagination or imagine. If you are imaginative, you are good at coming up with ideas and picturing things in your mind. Imaginative. Here's our learning target. I can tell the main topic and key details of the biography, Dr. Seuss, using pictures and words. Here's our other learning target. I can listen and take turns when I'm having a conversation about the text. Success criteria. That means how will you know you're successful at telling the main topic and key details of Dr. Seuss? And how will you know you're successful listening and taking turns when having a conversation about the text? Well, here are our steps to success. We're going to do it one step at a time. And if we do these steps, you will be successful at reaching your learning target. I will. Number 1, answer the talk about it questions. Number 2, circle and say the author's purpose of the passage. 3, I will. Say and match what the text is mostly about. The most important thing. Number 4, say and match what the author wants us to learn. And number 5, say and match 1 to 2 detail sentences to each retelling picture. And don't worry, we'll do each of these steps together. Turn and talk rules. If you have a partner at home, Make sure you're looking at them eye to eye and knee to knee. First, one person talks, the other person listens. So when we're having a discussion, make sure you listen to me. And if you have a partner, listen to them. Then the next person talks and the other person listens. Now, I can't hear you, but I want you to make sure you answer your questions in complete sentences out loud. If you have a partner, do not talk too long on your turn, or your partner will not have time to have a turn. You may agree with me or your partner, and you could say, I agree with you because, and say why, or disagree and say, I disagree with you because, and say why. So here's our first detail, and look closely at the picture. What was Dr. Seuss's real name, and why is he famous? What was Dr. Seuss's real name, and why is he famous? So you can say, Dr. Seuss's real name was, he is famous because, well, Dr. Seuss's real name was Ted. He is famous because he wrote many funny stories and he drew wonderful, funny pictures. All right, here's another important detail from the biography. Why did Dr. Seuss need to be imaginative? Why did Dr. Seuss need to be imaginative? Why did he have to use his imagination? He needed to be imaginative because, so say that in your sentence. He needed to be imaginative because, well, he needed to be imaginative because he drew pictures for a living and he wrote stories. And you need a good imagination to come up with funny characters and funny animals. And Dr. Seuss definitely came up with a lot of funny creatures, and he drew them and he wrote about them. And you need to be imaginative to do that. All right. Here are some of the books that he has written. The Lorax, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, Green Eggs and Ham, Yertle the Turtle, Dr. Seuss's ABC, an amazing alphabet book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Cat in the Hat, The Foot Book, there's a Wocket in My Pocket, Hop on Pop, Horton Hears a Who, Oh, the Places You'll Go, Fox in Socks. Those are just some of the books that he's written. So, what is your favorite Dr. Seuss book and why? So you could say, my favorite Dr. Seuss book is because, and tell me why. Well, my favorite Dr. Seuss book is There's a Wocket in My Pocket, because I think that's just a great title. And I love the characters and I love the rhyming. It's a great book. All right. Why do children enjoy Dr. Seuss books? So you see a picture of children listening to a Dr. Seuss book and wearing a cat in the hat hat. That's wonderful striped hat. Children enjoy his books because. So why do children enjoy Dr. Seuss books? You can say children enjoy his books because. Well, I gave you some picture clues. I had cat, hat, smell, bell, and an emoji with LOL tears. Children enjoy his books because of his funny rhymes, and the pictures are wonderful and they make you laugh. There's lots of reasons why people enjoy Dr. Seuss books. Okay, let's review. Why did the author write the text? It's as easy as pie, or P, I, or E. Remember those letters, P, I, E. The author wrote the text to either persuade, that's P for persuade, and persuade means to convince the reader of a certain point of view. Did the author write Dr. Seuss to convince you that Dr. Seuss is the best author and you should only read Dr. Seuss books? Or did the author write the book to inform, give you more information? And inform means to teach or give you information to the reader. Did the author write the book Dr. Seuss to inform you about Dr. Seuss? Or did the author write the book to entertain you? Entertain means to hold the attention of the reader through enjoyment. Did the author write the book to entertain you about a story about Dr. Seuss? Well, think about that. Main idea. The main idea is what a text is mostly about. Look at the title and pictures of the book. Sometimes the main idea is in the first and last sentence of the book. And look for clue words that are repeated over and over. So, Retell of Dr. Seuss. The author wrote the text to either persuade or convince the reader that Dr. Seuss is the only author you should read, or the author wrote the text to inform you about Dr. Seuss and why he's famous, or the author wrote the text to entertain you about a funny story about Dr. Seuss. So why did the author write Dr. Seuss? Persuade, inform, or entertain? Well, mostly to inform, give you more information about Dr. Seuss. It's a biography. It's mostly about who? Dr. Seuss. Here are 4 details or facts that support the main idea, or 4 details or facts that are about Dr. Seuss. So, first, what's one fact about Dr. Seuss? First, Dr. Seuss's real name is... Well, first, his real name was Ted. He was famous for his books and drawings. Second, what did Dr. Seuss draw? Second, he drew... Well, second, he was very imaginative. He used his imagination to draw and write about funny creatures. Third, what did Dr. Seuss write? He wrote... Well, Ted had many big hits to read, like Cat in the Hat and The Lorax. So he wrote books like Cat in the Hat and Yertle Turtle and The Lorax. Fourth, why do children enjoy Dr. Seuss books? Fourth, kids still love to read his funny rhymes. So kids enjoy his funny rhymes. That's one reason why they love to read his books. So in conclusion, the author wants us to learn about who? What's the biography about? Dr. Seuss. All right, let's reflect on our learning target. I can tell the main topic and key details of the biography, Dr. Seuss, using pictures and words. Would you give yourself a 4? I could teach this lesson. I easily answered the questions and retold the main idea and 4 important details about the text, including what the author wants us to learn. Or 3, I was able to answer most of the questions and retold the main idea and 3 details out loud. 2, I was able to answer some of the questions and retold the main idea and 2 details out loud. Or 1, I was not able to answer the questions and did not retell the main idea and details out loud. How do you think you did? 4, 3, 2, or 1? All right, boys and girls, I had fun talking about Dr. Seuss. I hope you did too. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.